Oh, okay. All right, then. Let's move straight to our next conversation. For the main opposition, People's Democratic Party, PDP, it is still a divided house against itself. Hence, it is still a long walk to unity for the party. Allegations of forgery and signature cloning made by the party's National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyawu, has been dismissed by the Board of Trustees, BoT, of the PDP as false and baseless. Anyawu had alleged that his signature was forged on the correspondence transmitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) regarding the party's forthcoming elective convention. He, however, said the gravity of the allegation and its capacity to mislead party members and the general public necessitated a clear and factual clarification. Okay, Charles, a very straightforward question. Was Senator Samuel Anyawu's signature forged, or is this a baseless allegation?
Charles, were you there?
I wasn't there.
You know, claimed by the PDP BoT.
But I think this is my opinion. They may just be part of the antics to further whittle down the relevance of PDP in the coming elections. If you look at the very powerful interests that do not want PDP to do well, anything can be thrown at anybody. If you say you didn't sign the letter notifying INEC of the convention and all that, can we subject this signature to forensic evaluation to know whether indeed it is his signature or not? Because the party is the loser, and he is the secretary of the party. Okay, so if you are going into an election, shouldn't you even be happy that at least there's this effort to rescue the party from drowning? What is your own contribution? Your contribution is, okay, let's see how to rescue. But you are now saying, oh, well, I know that forgery is a serious crime.
Yes.
But just throwing it to the public and all that, I think it further discredit that party and the large effort they are making to rescue it. So for me, the case did not just die there, even though time is of the essence. I mean, November 15th, 16th, it's upon us already. So they may have to hasten all the processes to subject that signature to forensic evaluation to determine whether ascertain whether indeed what he's saying, whether it has an element, whether it's modicum level of truth or not. I think this is the time for us to look at that.
Because the letter in question is dated 25th August this year. But the forgery petition was dated 15th October. Why is Senator Anyawu raising this matter now? Why the
length of time?
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, why people don't know, we know what's going on in PDP for a while now. This table, we talked about it for years. And we know the interest here. We know the actors. Senator Anyawu, let's just put it the way it is.
Okay.
Senator Anyawu is a friend to the Minister of FCT. You know, he's even fraternizing with him and they're fraternizing with the party. And the Minister of FCT is having issues with the party and you're fraternizing with him. He has made it very clear that he has an issue to grind with the party. Even today's media chat today,
yeah, we're still going to get to that.
He re-emphasized it.
We're still going to get to that.
You know, so Anyawu, you're the secretary of the party, and every photo of you're there with the Minister of FCT. You're sending a signal. You're sending a message. He was at the meeting. I think when the convention and everything was. You know, I even signed other documents. And then coming in October to deny it. And my happiness is that the party has said, okay, we have submitted the issue to the DSS and the police. I think at that point, I think I want to, salute the party for it, because it's not something, it should be awards against it. He said, I didn't sign it because it was that signature that allowed INEC to recognize that convention date. So at what point did you make up your mind, okay, I did not sign it? I mean, when we do these things, we should think about our credibility, the perception we project to the public. When we know we're politicians, we know we're playing politics, but you can't fool everybody all the time.
But what are the legal implications? Well, you know, that if the forgery claim is proven true,
Well,
or if it is proven baseless. What are the legal?
Well, there are the pendulum can swing.
Yes.
If the pendulum swings the way of the fact that it is indeed true, then it will definitely affect the convention, because the convention can stand. It will stand on nothing. And the convention can't stand on nothing. There has to be
the secretary,
if the secretary does, because the secretary has to append signature to it before it can stand. So if the secretary is saying that this is this signature was not mine, and it's proven to be false, actually, that indeed he didn't sign this, it was forged. Indeed, that convention can hold. It has to be going. It has to move forward, and then they have to resolve it. But if it's baseless, then it means that they have to question the credibility of Anyawu remaining on that seat as the. Because even there, you also look at but again, you remember that time. Even there are so many things against around Anyawu when he was, even the internal their law book, the status book of the PDP also stated that if you are going for any elected position, you must resign. No, he went in there and he was holding with one hand. I went for what it primaries or something. When he lost the party, he came back and heard it over against.
But they said that there are some people that have done same.
But is it about doing same or about the law? What does the law say? What does the law? See, when you say there's a precedent, if the precedent is an improper precedent, then we cannot allow it. You understand? That's it.
Okay, but now the PDP convention.
Yes,
is coming up.
It's coming up in 15, 16.
Is it going to hold?
According to PDP,
you ask this question as if we are part of.
Okay, ask me.
Yeah, I'm asking.
Okay, PDP said it will hold.
But looking at all of this,
I don't see any. I'm not seeing any crisis in PDP except for it's Anyawu.
But it's a very powerful.
They said they've submitted to the police and they have the case in court. So let's wait.
In some weekends, allies might boycott. So that's what I'm asking.
Hold on. When you mention Nyesom, you see, Nyesom Wike tried for the party when the party was in crisis. When
Modu Sharif and the other one were cheering.
Atiku, okay. It comes regularly. Election cycle returns. I want to take the ticket and all that. But Nyesom Wike stood his ground, protected the party. When the former governor of the Borno State was the chairman of the party, you almost killed that party. But he stood he was firm in defending the party.
The post 2015 election.
So, but in this case, he's a supporter of the president, more or less in APC. We can't be in this party.
It's not in APC, it's in PDP. No, he has cleared it. Tony has cleared it. No, Tony.
And you must take a stand.
Wike is a PDP member, but working in
it's not supposed to be, play a role here.
Yeah, we do know that.
Governors of the party.
Gentlemen,
and we're taking the decision.
We have Kenny calling in from Kaduna.
Mr. Tony, good evening.
Yes,
Benga.
good evening. Anthony calling in from Kaduna.
Yeah, Mr. Tony from Kaduna.
Yes.
Benga, Ideho, and Mr. Tony, my namesake. Good at my analysis. I really love your analysis. Let me brush over what you have been talking about right from the scratch. I will just be brief a little. About the chief of the new appointed chiefs, I wish them well.
Okay.
For the INEC chairman, I would want to see that after conducting election, he should reduce the number of litigations after every election. That will give him so much credibility and so much honor. And for this very one now that you're talking about, it is like you are saying that you are part of the party, but you are killing the party. As the other have said, what will be your own joy if you say you are a member of the party and the secretary? What will be his own happiness to see that that convention not hold on that day? Because whether he agrees or not, he cannot be re-elected. Looking at his antecedents, I am not a party man. I don't enjoy politics in this country because everything about politics is always funny. But I just wish them well. But one thing should be clear. He should do the right thing so that at the end of the day, he will be given credit for doing the right thing. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But, gentlemen, we'll continue with this conversation right after this break. Don't go away. All right, still journalist Hangout. Charles Ado is still here, and Tony Nwaji is still here. All right, Charles. Yes. Before we went on that break, I asked Tony that the PDP convention.
Yeah, whatever.
Do you have faith that it will still hold? But looking at this whole thing, How united is the PDP heading into the convention?
When you ask me, you ask him as if I have a crystal ball to just look at.
Yeah, maybe.
Begin to make prophecies. But it's not as easy as that. Well, PDP is, you have, PDP is, I mean, you have splitter groups here.
The defections,
and this, they are tied to the apron strings of powerful interests. There's an interest of PDP should not do well, so that their interest in this current government will be protected. There's an interest of those who say no. A PDP rousing from his slumber will be against their.
You'll be a threat.
There's also that. Then there is also an interest to say we must not allow PDP to die. So you have what do you call it, the potpourri. They call it the potpourri of interest here and there. Most of them are very, very powerful. Most of them, I can also say, very patriotic. But who am I to determine who among them is patriotic? So you also have the Makinde's interest over there. Market is also doing a lot to shop. I mean, his own wisdom to see that. That's why you see everything is always about your state and all that. Now, they succeeded in getting somebody now, Turaki, who is going to be overseeing the because they zoned it to the northwest and all that. So I wanted to, because you know why we can't, a one party, I'm not saying we're going for a one-party state, but it will benefit all of us if we have a very strong opposition to always, look in the face of the party in government to tell them, no, you couldn't do it, and then form a KG cabinet, if you will, to say, okay, this is exactly how we ought to have done it. Then the government can borrow from it and all that. But just having a party that will run roughshod over all of us will not benefit us.
But the thing is, this convention, do you think this convention of the PDP coming up,
15, 16,
do you think it could mark a turning point for the PDP, or do you think it will further deepen internal divisions in the party?
I want to believe it will mark a turning point. I want to believe the convention we hold, because Nigeria needs it. It's not about the PDP as a party. I'm not interested, but we need a credible opposition in Nigeria. A very strong opposition in Nigeria. You need it. Even if, when the current administration is doing well or not, you still need a credible opposition
to give
that put them on their toes. Yes. That's why everybody is interested, because we know where PDP was before and where PDP is today. PDP is the only party I've seen so far where that have produced so far 2 living presidents. I was just saying because of course Yar'Adua is no longer there. Goodluck Jonathan, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, and all that. They are still alive.
Does it still have his
but these are people when they move. That's why I'm going to. They leave the party. The party that made you president. Once they are no longer president, two of them, they leave them. And you watch your party that made you disintegrate. You don't come. All right, so that's my problem.
We have just 1 minute to round this off, because I said we're going to talk about the FCT minister earlier today. He said that the PDP may fall apart because the governors in the party are sidelining him when making decisions in the party.
But
how do you react to this? Just in 1 minute.
Has he become the be-all and end-all of all of them? I mean, he shouldn't be. PDP is an amalgam of everybody. I mean, one person cannot just stand there and determine the collective fate of everybody.
But is someone that held the party?
Well, held the party. No, wait. See, in the first step, between 1999 and 2020, I think after 2003, if you remember the AD, Alliance for Democracy, there was a similar problem. You have Akifemiwa and then what's his name? What did they do? They rebranded. The rebranding was what saved the day. Then they left the AD for Akifemiwa. They should rebrand.
You don't agree with the FCC minister?
I don't agree with you.
I'm going to ask you.
No, he has already asked you.
You're done. Okay, all right. You're already screaming. You're already screaming. All right, gentlemen. Tony Waji, thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much for doing this with us.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you. And that's it on Journalist Hangout for today. Join us for another episode of the program on Sunday. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga Oreshegun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.